Hey guys,
I'm Valerie.
and I'm Efrain.
And this is
Uncovering the truth. What's his name at the same time? Then we've been gone for a month, and this is the energy you bring.
That's a crazy statement.
Hey guys.
I go memes.
Hey guys, so we've been gone for a few weeks. Things have been happening, but we're here, and we're filming today.
And we're cold.
She's cold. I'm not. We've been gone for a few weeks because just there's been a lot happening this past few weeks. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be back in our groove. Our plan is to film twice a month, but film for 2 episodes each time we film, so we have the whole month, like 4 weeks. We always have, anyways, y'all understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, I hope you guys missed us. And if you didn't, because the only person that's reached out about us not filming is Teresa. So shout out to Teresa.
Round of applause for Teresa for finally watching our videos.
Yeah, they actually watch our stuff now, guys. Tell Valerie to upload in her storeroom.
Oh?
So we're going to get right into it. This is going to be our last episode on our Radical Church series, and we're covering Hillsong. I do know that we said that we were going to cover Transformation Church, but we're not. Why? We probably don't even care. But we feel like a lot of the controversies are solely from the pastor, not necessarily like the church as a whole. Allegedly. And if there is controversy with the church as a whole,
We'll talk about it.
we might do a video on Transformation Church in the future, just not with this series. So this is our last episode, guys, of our Radical Church series, and we're ending it strong with Hillsong. But before we get into that, green flags and red flags.
Bruh.
Bet you didn't think about that.
I did, actually.
I thought you were going to pray.
Padre Santo, Padre... No, I'm just kidding. Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Anyways, so my green flag, I am now officially a Disney annual pass holder. Woo!
So if you see him in the streets, y'all, run away.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Francis and I decided to get our annual pass. We bit the bullet, and we've had it for a week,
Yeah.
and we've already gone twice. So it's worth it if you have $70 a month. If you're a Florida resident, and you get the pirate pass.
My green flag is my birthday was on Wednesday.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. Okay. Starting the week of May 4th to the 8th is teacher appreciation. So that means I'm going to get a whole bunch of goodies. And then my red flag is I think that I may be pregnant. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, I think my iron deficiency may be running a tad bit low. I'm getting symptoms.
Are you taking your iron?
If you haven't noticed, I'm in a full blanket. Not sick, definitely cold, and
Right.
I can't find my iron supplements.
That's lovely.
And I don't want to go purchase more because that's dinero.
I feel that. But also, you need it. So,
I know I need it, but I have it. I just gotta find it.
Bear. Everyone comment down below. Not that you're going to, but comment down below. Valerie, find your iron pills. My red flag, it's not that serious. It was just kind of like, bruh. So it was employee appreciation on Friday, and they gave everyone like a card, and all of us thought they had money in it. And the way the CEO, if anyone at work is watching this is fake. I'm just kidding. It's not that serious. But he gave us a card, and he was like, well, I know we just got paid because we got paid like, I think that morning or the day before. And he was like, I know we just got paid. Oh, it was the day before. But, so it's not much. So we all thought like there was like something in it. There was no money. We were all like, oh, like when we went back to like our desks after. And then, we opened the cards and we were like, wait, there's nothing in this. So we were all kind of like, bruh. Because we all, like, the way he said it, it sounded like there was going to be, like, at least, like, $20. But let's hop right into our main segment for today.
Let's hop.
That's how you hop?
Well, I can't get up.
Well, you can.
I can, but you wouldn't be able to see me hop. I'd take up the whole screen.
Anyway, so for our finale for our church, I almost said church shirt.
We passed that.
Anyways.
Past that.
The finale for our Radical Church series, we are uncovering the truth on Hillsong Church.
Applause. I'm just kidding.
If you don't know who Hillsong is, but you're a Christian, that would be kind of crazy. But maybe you might know...
The song Oceans.
Yes, I was literally going to say that. And I will call upon your name. Anyways, Let me stop because you're gonna think I'm them and they're gonna copyright us.
Bruh.
They'll be like, wow, he's so
The
vocally talented.
the ego.
They'll be like, wow,
Let's bring it down.
he's so talented.
Let's bring it down to
He's
earth,
so
guy.
amazing, and that is Hillsong. I'm kidding. What's her girl's name? Taya, the girl. Oh, okay. But I think she's the one that sings it. So we're gonna start with the rise of Hillsong Church. And Hillsong Church was founded in Sydney, Australia in the year of 1983. And it became a global megachurch movement. Obviously, they're known for Hillsong Worship, Hillsong United. And there was a time where there was like a lot of celebrities that were involved with Hillsong. Justin Bieber, Demi Lovato. Those are the only two that come to my mind right now. But they were very much part of Hillsong. Well, they didn't never sing. Well, I think Justin did sing, probably did sing with them. I don't know if he did.
Oh, I generally
But I know they went there.
they attended.
They attended, yeah. And they were public about it. So it was like, oh my gosh, like Christian celebrities, yay. And then,
gone.
anyways, they're obviously very modern, very with the times, very
Culture driven.
very, yes. So how did this church become one of the most recognizable churches in the world? Because if you're in the Christian scene, you've heard of Hillsong. Especially if you're... No, because Hillsong even sings in Spanish. So you've heard of Hillsong. And if you haven't, you live under a rock. Because I promise you've at least heard one of their songs. Oceans. You've heard of it. You heard it. And if you haven't, you're weird. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
So we're going to dive into some myths and some realities of Hillsong.
So Mint? What? The fact that it says so confidently and the brain just wasn't braining. Let's try this again.
Rewind.
Cosmic rewind. I'm just kidding.
I'm leaving.
Excuse you. Myth 1. Hillsong was always corrupt. Now,
That's a crazy myth because I would hope any pastor that plants a church has right intentions in planting a church. Like I would hope that the reason why you're planting it is because you want to get people to Christ. So if you're corrupt from day one, that's insane. But that's a myth. Hence, meaning it's alleged. And it's probably not true.
the reality is that many people genuinely experience spiritual growth through the church.
Yeah.
And the music and conferences impacted millions globally.
Yeah. So we don't really sing Hillsong that much at church.
No, it's
Church.
elevation.
Yeah, we sing Elevation a lot. But church?
Bruh, church hurt. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
My friends who
Connect
experiences church hurt.
From our current? Because that'd be crazy. But speaking of our current church, Connect Church of St. Cloud. Connect Church of St. Cloud is located at 1215 Old Hickory Tree Road, St. Cloud, Florida, 34771. With our Sunday services at 1 p.m., our first Tuesday services at 7:30 p.m., which is every first Tuesday of the month, which is basically a Sunday service on a Tuesday. Every other Tuesday after that in the month are youth nights at 6:45 p.m. Follow us on our Instagram for more information. Shout out to Pastor Esther and to Pastor Stephen. Okay. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. We don't really sing Hillsong that much at Connect, but we've sang Hillsong in our past. We hear their songs. I feel like, I don't know if it's because a lot of the songs I listen to are the ones that Pastor Esther sends us for worship, and she's very into Elevation. But I haven't really heard much of Hillsong's music recently.
Mm-mm. Y'all recorded?
I'm pretty sure you guys can guess who just got here.
Hi.
So we're back from intermission. Freddie and Teresa are here, and they're eating. So if you hear noises, that's what's happening. So we were talking about, what were we talking about? Oh, I was saying that we don't really sing Hillsong. Like, I don't hear their music. Sometimes I hear Oceans, and that's really it.
Generally, I don't even know what their latest song was.
Hillsong Worship, their latest video was Good News, and it was a month ago, and they only have 70,000 views.
So they actually have two songs, Good News and Only Jesus.
They released Good News a month ago on their YouTube, their music video. It has 2 million views 2 months ago, not a month ago, 2 months ago. And I thought it was a cover of Maverick City's Good News. It's a completely different song. And it sounds very Hillsong, if that makes sense. Very 2000s. So yeah, I don't really, like, the music has impacted a lot of people, but I don't really hear much of their music anymore. But that's just me, because obviously they still get the views. So people still listen to them.
Yeah, they released an acoustic album in 2026 on March 27th. That was their latest release. From then, they haven't released anything since 2022.
Oh, wow. So that's probably why. They wanted like a 4-year hiatus of releasing music. And they just released one this year, like an acoustic album. So that's tea. But anyways, with that being said, they have impacted millions of people. So to say that they've always been corrupt is kind of crazy, because I don't think that's the case. And I feel like we're probably going to get into it, but I feel like the corruptedness really only affects the people that go to the church, not...
So they released an album 2026 that was acoustic, Hillsong Worship. Hillsong United released their latest album in 2023. Haven't posted anything since then, or released anything since then.
So Hillsong Worship released one this year. Hillsong United released one 3 years ago. T. So I guess they've been taking it
Released
slow.
several. They released 3 albums. Are We There Yet? Expanded edition of Dirt and Grace, Live from the Land. Expanded edition, and Zion.
If you guys haven't heard Hillsong's worship or Hillsong's music in a while, there you go. Go listen to them if you want. I remember. I think it was Camp 2013. No, I didn't go to 2013. 2014. It was the one that was in Waimama, so I don't think you were there. That was the first time I heard Oceans. And after that camp, Oceans exploded like crazy, and I just heard it everywhere all the time. So, in the early 2010s, they were very poppin'. That's not to say that they have not impacted people globally, and that they don't still impact people.
Myth number 2. All Hillsong leaders were involved in scandals.
You imagine going to a church and every single one of your leaders was involved in a scandal?
I mean, you're involved in a scandal.
I'm not. But that would be crazy. But the reality of this is that not all the leaders have been involved in scandals.
Specific ones.
There's specific ones. Allegedly, there is a documentary out on Hillsong Church about a lot of the controversies. I don't know where it's streaming. HBO Max. Jimmy believes.
Let's check. Because honestly,
Fact check.
I remember watching it, but I don't remember where I watched it.
So yeah, there is a documentary that's out there that I did watch when it came out in like 2022. I think it came out in 2022. It was very interesting and kind of like eye-opening about a lot of things that could be happening. And that's why a lot of mega churches have a bad name and a bad rap because of controversies like
on
this.
HBO Max or YouTube if you have Primetime subscription.
Slay.
Discovery Plus, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu.
So go watch it if you haven't yet. If you want a more of a deep dive on this. So scandals involve specific leaders, not every pastor or member of the church.
Imagine having a scandal with every member. It'd be kind of crazy.
I remember that. That would be crazy. So it's very important when you hear about these scandals to do your research, and because you want to overgeneralize and include everybody in a lump sum when it's not everybody. With that being said, they have been involved in scandals, allegedly. So if you want to support it, you can. If you don't, that's fine. With the whole music, I stand where I stand when we did Bethel. If the song aligns with what the Bible says, I think it's okay.
Which at the time, a lot of their music was not.
Yeah, a lot of. I feel like that was a big thing with the like all of the churches that we've covered. A lot of their music in the earlier 2000s were not that they didn't align like fully with the Bible said. Whoa, what the Bible said, but a lot of the lyrics were very like general.
It was more I than.
Yeah, it was more me than him. And a lot of the music, you could have been like, oh, they're saying this, which you can relate it to the Bible, but you can also relate it to like other things that aren't Bible. So it was kind of like you need to make sure that what you're singing about is Bible so that nobody can twist your lyrics. You know what I mean? So our third myth, that it's just all about the fame and the celebrities.
But the reality is, while celebrity culture played a role, which it did, Hillsong also builds youth ministries, conferences, and global outreach.
Yeah. So of course we know Hillsong was very big with the celebrities, like we said earlier, Justin Bieber, Demi Lovato, but and that the. But my thing is like, is that necessarily a bad thing? Obviously, it depends on your intention and your heart posture, which is basically what I've been saying this throughout this entire church series.
Have you been saying it? I'm just kidding.
Oh, but like if I'm gonna like be a pastor and I'm gonna and a celebrity comes to my church, let's say Demi Lovato because I mentioned her. If she comes and she wants to be part of my church, like I'm gonna mentor her, and of course it's gonna be out there that she's part of my church, and that can attract people to come to the church. Is it to see Demi Lovato? Maybe, but that could also be a way for people to encounter Christ. But it just depends on like my heart posture as like the pastor. If I'm doing it, if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put out that this celebrity's at my church so I get more people, so I get more money, then that's different. So I don't know the heart posture of the pastor of Hillsong. Hopefully it was the right intention, but if not,
But I mean, also,
between him
I
and
don't
God.
really think what pastor is like, hey, let me reach out to these celebrities so that they can come.
Exactly. Like I'm pretty sure like the celebrities that have visited Hillsong have heard of Hillsong, and they're like, I'm gonna go visit, and they went. So now we're gonna get into some of the more major alleged scandals and controversies. And the first one we're gonna talk about leadership and moral failures. Starting off with the pastor Carl Lentz. That's the former Hillsong New York City pastor.
This man crazy.
If you watch the Hillsong documentary, they really went deep on this man. He did end up getting fired.
In 2020.
Yeah, he got arrested.
Pause.
No, that's not what I'm about to
Not
say.
arrested.
He
didn't
got
get
fired in
arrested.
2020 for infidelity and leadership issues.
It raised questions about his accountability and celebrity pastor culture.
Like, how you gonna be a famous pastor, a pastor that has a lot of influence, and then act like just because you have the money and stuff that your secrets can't come out to the light? Do you know the God that we serve? You know what I mean?
Clearly, he didn't.
But
He forgot.
the money in the fortune got to his head allegedly.
Allegedly.
That'd be
Also
crazy
was.
if you were a pastor of like a mega church. That I'm pretty sure he made good money. He had
Oh,
to like
no,
he
for
had,
sure.
He getting fired. Sad. Sad.
Number 2, we have a founder controversy with Brian Houston, and he was accused of failing to report his father's child abuse.
Yeah.
Oh, period. Later, he ended up stepping down amid the additional misconduct allegations.
Yeah, that's a big one to like.
Yeah, this created a large impact because it affected trust in Hillsong leadership, which
Yeah, I
sense.
understand because it's like if you, let's say me, you don't have to be a pastor's kid for this to happen. Like if I'm part of a church and I know that like my father or whoever, especially someone that's part of leadership, is abusing, whether it's child abuse, sexual abuse, domestic violence, whatever the abuse is, doesn't matter. Abuse is abuse. And you don't say anything, that's kind of like you're an accomplice to what they're doing. And that would, like, I would not trust anybody there. Well, not anybody, but I wouldn't trust the leadership. Because, like, if you knew, who else knew?
Yep.
So you have to be very careful. If you know something, say something. And number 3 is we're talking about abuse and cover up allegations. And the reports claim mishandling of abuse cases, which we saw with Brian Houston, and failure to properly respond to victims.
Yeah, so this raised a question. What responsibility does a church have in protecting people over reputation?
I feel like protecting people is very important over reputation because at the end of the day, we don't report to people, we report to God.
But also the importance of protecting the victim, not the
Yes.
offender.
Yeah, that's yeah. Let me make that clear.
Guys, he was protecting the offender. I'm just kidding.
No, but let me make that clear. Like, protect the victim. The person that's going through the abuse, like, they need to be protected, not the person causing the abuse. And it doesn't matter if the person causing the abuse gives mad money. No, you know what I mean? Like, that can't, because at the end of the day, we report to God. And God is the owner of all silver, all gold. So it doesn't matter if that person gives you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month, over $10,000 a year. It doesn't matter. They need to be reported. The people that are being affected need to be protected. And if you're someone in leadership and you know what's happening and you don't do it, that's between you and God. When you get to heaven, it's going to be like, what were you doing with that? So that's crazy. So if you know something, say something. And not just in church either, just like in school and your work. If you know something, say something. Protect the ones you love.
I mean,
If they're victims.
Florida is a report. Like, you have to report any child abuse, any sexual abuse. You have to, or else you could get arrested.
So our next point is financial life at what? Our next point is financial and lifestyle criticism, and the accusations include lack of
What did you say?
What did I say?
Criticism.
Why am I being judged so harshly in this episode? Financial and lifestyle criticism. Anyways, I'm leaving. So accusations include lack of transparency and leaders living lavish lifestyles. So it's like, should churches operate with stricter financial accountability?
I mean, we've talked about this before.
Yeah. It goes back to what we talked about a month ago.
Bruh.
I feel like if God has giving you like the financial freedom to live a lavish lifestyle, and you're doing it and you're not necessarily flaunting it like for the wrong reasons, and like, do what you want with your money. Like, it's your money. Just don't be stupid with it. But if you can afford the Porsche, get it. If you can afford the mansion and that's what you want for your family, and it's not affecting your ministry, like it's not getting to your head like, oh, I'm rich and famous, like, if you just want to get it, like, I don't know, it's your money. At the end of the day, God knows your heart.
Number 5, culture of control and silence. Former members describe pressure to conform, leadership control, and fear of speaking out.
Wow, have we have we experienced something like this in our lives?
Did we go to Hillsong? I'm just kidding.
But
We promise our church heard, like,
we joke about it now because I mean, what are you gonna do? But we have experienced similar emotions, similar situations. So I feel for the people that feel these pressures, because it's not easy to go through, especially if like when you got there, it was painted one way and then it slowly started shifting. And it's like, by the time you realize what's happening, it's like you're in it too deep.
yep.
So I understand that. And I pray for all the people who experienced that, because we experienced it firsthand too. Not at Hillsong, obviously, but
Yeah.
we've experienced it firsthand. And
That
it's
just
not,
shows you that it's not just these mega churches experience stuff like this. It's also the little baby churches.
because I know a lot of mega churches get the bad rap because everyone seems to like, oh, they have so much money, this and that. But the money comes from the tithes and offering. So it's the people giving the money.
Not only that, just because you see a mega church that's going through this, don't think that the church down the street.
Isn't going through similar things.
Exactly.
Because no church is perfect. But every church has their faults. Like, nobody's perfect. We're flawed people trying to imitate like a perfect God. So we're going to mess up in the process. But don't allow human error to stray you from God. So my heart goes out to everyone that feels that way, not just at Hillsong, at any church. If you're feeling pressure to conform, if you feel controlled by leadership, if you feel fear of speaking out, it is scary, but you're going to have to do it one way or another, because your sanity and your relationship with God is way more important than conforming to man. Amen.
Yeah. Number 6, organizational fallout. Multiple campuses separated from Hillsong. There was a decline in global influence and ongoing rebuilding efforts.
It's kind of funny with the decline in global influence, because I was just talking about earlier how I haven't heard from.
I mean,
I have not heard
as
from
we could
Hillsong
see,
in forever.
Hillsong United hasn't posted anything since 2023.
Yeah, no music, Hillsong
And
worship.
then Hillsong Worship was gone for 4 years and then came back this year in March.
That's hard for like any pastor. I mean, I don't know the heart and soul of the pastor of Hillsong, but I hope that like people separating from them and seeing like the decline like open their eyes like to all the leadership that's still part of Hillsong, and to like, dang, we need to like shift gears and realign our vision and align with what God wants from us, not what we want from ourselves. So now we're going to talk about a bigger issue, and that is celebrity church culture. And we're going to talk about how Hillsong didn't just have scandals, it showed and it exposed a system within it.
So, core problems that we see in this is elevating pastors to celebrity status, blurred lines between ministry and brand, and lack of accountability structures. So that raises a question: can a church grow globally without losing integrity?
I'm gonna say yes
I feel like
because
we've talked about this before.
yeah, we talked about how other churches, how other bigger churches have poured in to connect, and those churches have a lot of impact. Well, I mean, at least in Central Florida. So I can imagine that God's going to continue to elevate them because they're doing it with the correct like heart posture, and because they're doing it with integrity. God's going to continue to bless them because they're a blessing to a lot of newer, a lot of smaller, a lot of churches that are going through what they've gone through, and they're able to pour into us. So yes, because elevating pastors to celebrity statuses.
I think that puts them in like we're not giving them the basically what their job entails to pastor us. We're idolizing them.
Yeah, because a pastor could become a person of influence.
But when we start idolizing them, then we just shifted the shift. We shifted the idea
It's no
that
longer
was meant
about
for
God.
them. Yep. And if you know your commandments, that's the first commandment.
Period. So, and blurred lines between ministry and brand, I feel like that's a big thing because sometimes God can shift like what He's doing with you, and if you're like, oh, but what about, but like that's not who we are, as it was like, okay, but it's not about you, it's about God. So you have to make sure that you're open to like God shifting, and like as you get to one goal, He'd be like, okay, now I want you to go here, now I want you to go here, and it could can change like how things look, but you just gotta trust in God and trust the vision that He gave you.
Yeah, there's when God gives you a ministry, yes, you can make a brand for that ministry, but don't allow the ministry to basically raise dollar signs in your head.
Exactly, because it's not about that. Because yes, of course, you want to make sure that like you're providing for your family, especially the pastors that like pastoring is their income. Like you want to make sure you're providing for your family and paying your bills and stuff. But like I said earlier, God is a God. He owns all silver and all gold, so He will provide food. Like He's not gonna leave you hanging.
Plus, what if in you taking it to that extreme, God says, "All right, the same way I gave it to you, I'm gonna take it away. What are you gonna do then?"
Exactly. What if He pulls a Job? Like
I mean,
he good.
you good. What are the lessons for today's
So sorry
churches?
about that. So one of the lessons is accountability matters more than charisma, which is true
Yep.
because
Because if you don't like being corrected,
yeah, and at the end of the day, your accountability, like you can't escape his. You can try to fool all of us, or like your leaders and your pastors or this and that, but when you get up there, you can't fool him. He already knows. So
he gonna put
accountability,
out that big old book. He'll be like, "Remember this that you did on this day,
you're
at
like,
this
oh,
time?" Like, oh,
and like yes, the systems matter. Like the how everything looks matters. Like the hype, not the hype, but like the energy, like how you're doing things, it matters because that's what attracts the people. But yes, it's gonna attract them. But if you don't have accountability with your own life, it's not gonna get anywhere.
not only accountability, but if God has placed you in a position for you to be an example to others, and all you're giving them is lights, camera, action, and you're not filling them spiritually, you're gonna be held accountable for that because you're literally just losing. You're losing souls.
God's gonna be like, I gave you this ministry, I gave you this group of people. What'd you do with them? They just had fun with them. Like you didn't
Yep.
teach them what you needed to teach them.
Next one is character must outweigh gifting. I feel like a lot of people use their gifts or their anointing to be like, oh, look, I'm like, they let the ego get in the way.
Yeah, nothing's worse because like you can be talented, and obviously everyone has like their own anointing, but if you're letting it get to your head, it's like, okay, like God uses you, but I don't I don't care to see it because you're using your gifts for like you're letting that get to you more than trying to transform lives through what God has given you.
Plus, your character builds. I feel like character is based upon your fruits. When you have the fruits of the spirit, that builds your character.
Yeah.
So if you're lacking in one area, you're allowing your character kind of diminish.
That's very true.
And especially if you're allowing your gifts kind of replace the fruits that you're missing.
Because we've seen like people that have anointing and like have talents, but it's like
Their character is trash.
period, point blank period. And it's the truth. 'Cause, like, you have to work on your character and allow God to mold you to who He wants you to be, so that your gifts and your talents can be effective.
Next one. My phone locked. Sorry, guys.
Bro.
Transparency builds trust.
And that's
If
very
you
true.
lying, sinner.
So yeah, transparency does. Oh, you can leave paper. Transparency does build trust because if you're able to just say it how it is and just be fully transparent, like glass house.
Yep.
There's nothing hiding. There's nothing. Then people are gonna trust you more. Like it's just like there's no other way to explain it. Like transparency builds trust, and it's like that. It is how it is.
Yeah.
Because once you see, because we've been in situations where the things that we've told people of supposed trust have then gone and told other people or used what we said in public settings, and it's
Like they full on blasted in a sermon. Like,
And-
oh,
yeah, and it's like now I know that I can't trust you. Like I can act normal, but I know that I can't tell you things because you're gonna use it against me, or it's gonna end up in someone else's ear. You telling me that I can come to you for anything, but then you go and tell someone else, and it's like, no. So why is
Yep.
that word not coming out? Transparency
if
does
he-
build trust.
yeah. Not only to a congregation, but as like a leader with your team. If you're not transparent, you're not being honest. You're doing things like behind their backs.
Exactly. It's the same with like relationships. Like if you're not telling things to your partner or things are happening and you try to twist what's happening and then they find out the truth, it's like it's not gonna work out. That's for
Yep.
like every aspect of your life. Transparency builds trust.
Yep. So if you're lying to get things that you want, stop it right now.
Period. And our last lesson is that churches should protect people, not platforms. And I agree. Especially the members of their church. Like if you go to a church and they want to choose the platform over if they want to choose their platform over their members or the people that are attending, that's kind of sad because it shows where their heart is.
It's in the monies.
In the moolahs.
And the Bible says, dang, I forgot what it said. Wait, I gotta find it. What Jimmy said, which
love-
you cannot hear because he's all the way over there. But the root,
The love of money.
the love of money.
The love of money is the root
Can
of
you
all
tell I
evil.
need to go to Mimi's?
All kinds of evil.
Say it again.
The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil.
Yeah, you see, there you go.
And I was looking
Period.
at Jimmy because he corrected me. So if you go to a church and you see that they're protecting either like the platform if they're pretty well known or their leadership over you, red flag, red flag, red flag.
And if you want to know where that verse is, it's 1 Timothy 6:10. Just saying.
I mean, to wrap up, to cerrar, or
Not to
Hillsong-
like rap
bruh. But to close our Hillsong
video
episode,
episode.
Hillsong's story isn't just about failure.
It's a warning.
And
Why
it-
did I say like that?
It's a warning
It's a warning and an invitation.
for the church to do better. So
You see?
do better.
Your life lesson for today, if you're watching either nighttime, morning, midnight,
time at
you awake
work.
at 2 a.m., is to do better.
Just do better. Don't be like Hillsong, allegedly. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I watched a documentary and we did want to watch it before doing this episode, but we never had the time, which is also one of the reasons why this episode is coming out 45 years after.
That.
But it came out, and that's the important part. So, oh my gosh, I didn't look up a closing case file. To wrap up this episode of Uncovering the Truth, our closing case file, what was
Hey.
it? Truth or conspiracy?
Yeah, truth or conspiracy.
Something like that. This,
Bam, 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 bam.
I love how this is the title of the closing case file, but it's never been like an actual conspiracy.
No,
It's
literally.
just like a question that's like debatable. Anyways,
It's okay. It's a conspiracy.
so So for today's question or whatever, is worship better fast as hype or slow and emotional?
I feel like worship is better slow. Praise is better hype.
All right, all right, all right. I agree. Follow up question. What's the difference between praise and worship?
Bruh.
Jimmy said the word. Teresa knows.
You.
So for me,
Worship is like when you're like worshiping. When you praise, it's like you praise it.
That's
clock it. So correct me if
That's
I'm wrong,
funny.
but the way I see it, I feel like praise is talking about is like giving thanks for the stuff that he's done for you, like you've done this for me, you've done this. But like worship is like I'm giving you glory for who you are, not necessarily what you've done for me, but it's like
Yep.
because you're holy, you're worthy.
now you're remembering what I taught you. I did teach you guys this in danza.
I know. But dang. So like a pray. Okay, let's give an example of a praise song and then of a worship song.
Okay, so while Efrain is thinking about that, just to reiterate, a simple way for you to remember, praise is appreciation for what God does,
Period. I'm gonna put that on screen.
and worship is adoration for who God is.
Period.
So praises can lead into worship.
Yes.
For example, you might start by thanking God, which is praise, and then that can naturally deepen into a moment of awe and surrender, which is worship.
Yeah. So like an example of a praise song is "Washed" by Elevation Rhythm. Mm-hmm. Talking about I've been washed in the water. You set me free. Like you took away my shame.
Yeah.
It's not really talking about like
'Cause-
who God is. It's talking about
Yeah,
what He
because
did
it's
for you.
the focus is what God
What He did.
has done. So He has washed you. He's made you clean.
And then
made you
a worship
free.
song is like worthy, because you are worthy. Mm-hmm. He's talking
Yeah.
about His holiness.
Yeah, you're talking about
What a
who
God.
God is, His nature, His character.
Yeah, the song "What a God from SCU Worship." He's talking about like His
Yep.
His nature.
His
So
character.
if you was like, what do you call praise and worship? Not all songs are worship. Not all songs are praise. So know the difference. It's not
And
bad.
if you want to learn more, please go to Rooted Movement in the Still Room.
if she uploads.
Shut your mouth.
And if you just want fun, silly content, come to Castor's Corner.
Or don't.
Okay. If you want to see Teresa on my channel,
No.
she be getting on the camera by herself. I've never been like, oh my gosh, Teresa, sit here and like do. She walks in by herself.
Sorry that I'm trying to give you more quality. So
Teresa is the views. You're not.
you're welcome.
I mean, like, you're not wrong, but soon, I'm gonna do a video with Valerie. I've been saying this and I haven't ordered it.
No,
On my
literally.
original Castor's Corner channel, we did a video.
And if he put in the you're not probably not gonna put in the comments, but put in the comments that Efrain needs to hurry up and buy that candy, or I'm not doing the video.
we're doing Mexican candy. We did it once. I might include some clips of the original video in that video, but we've done it once. It's unlisted, so you're not gonna see it. But I want to do like a part 2, like a revamp, like a 2.0.
You should upload it again so people will have something to watch.
I mean, I could just unlist it. I mean, like relist it, put it public, because it's just unlisted.
Just and then tag it.
So if you guys want to see the original video from like 2021,
No, literally.
I need you to comment down below a candy emoji and like the red chili emoji because it's Mexican candy, so some of it's spicy. So a candy
And the Mexican flag.
So okay, so I'm gonna put it right here. I'm putting it right on this area. You're gonna see the emojis you need to comment, and I need to see 10 different accounts comment those emojis.
You can do it under this video or on Instagram.
And if you don't, you're a fake friend. I'm just kidding.
Aren't they all? Because they don't comment. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
But so yeah, that's the difference between praise and worship. So yeah, no, I'm being dead serious though. If you guys want to see it, 10 different what? 10 different accounts comment the emojis that were here. Thank you. Okay, bump Teresa.
I didn't do none.
Hashtag boycott Teresa.
Boycott Teresa. That's crazy. So that concludes today's episode of Uncovering the Truth. Make sure you guys follow us on our Instagram. Make sure you guys comment down below any other episode you want to see and the emojis. If you don't, you're fake. Make sure you subscribe to The Still Room and make sure you subscribe to Castro's Corner. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a great night, day, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this. I hope the Lord blesses your life. And
Remember,
the truth isn't always comfortable.
but it's worth the conversation.
Bye!